Hello, friends. How are you? Are you ready for story time today? Have something here today. I'm ready. Check this out. I grab a little bit of conditioner, hair conditioner, and mix it with some cornstarch, and it made this kind of Play-Doh. It's pretty neat. Such a great thing to mold. I was playing with it, and it's a little bit dry now, but you can actually make shapes with it. Just whatever you want. You can um, shape it as a ball, as a heart. I made like a tortilla with it. It's pretty fun, and it smells delicious. Don't eat it. Um, but anyways, this is a fun thing to play with, and like I said, to mold. And what does that have to do today with our lesson or our story today? Well, I was thinking about it because, our Creator, God, He made us to different shapes. He knows our eyes, the color, and our complexion, and our hair. He just made us, right? So He knows us. When you mold something, you're the one that knows how to make it, right? Because you're the creator of something. So that's exactly what God does with each one of us. And today, our story, um, you might think like, well, Miss Anna, that doesn't have anything to do with our story, but I think it does because God picked these people that we're going to talk about with an intention, and that tells me that God made me with an intention and a purpose, and He knows everything that's in my head and in my heart. So, are you ready for a story? If you're in third, fourth, or fifth grade, I want you to grab your Bible and open it up, read the entire story on Matthew 4:18. And remember, all the stories that I tell you are true, but go and verify, okay? All right, so we're going to start on our beginner's Bible. You have it. It's going to be on page 308, okay? And the title is Jesus Chooses His Disciples. So we're going to begin. And before we read, we want to ask God to open our heads, open our ears, and open our hearts to listen to the story, right? And teach us something that it's going to be meaningful and that we just keep it in our hearts and help us grow. All right. So it says, Jesus chooses his disciples. Jesus began to tell people about God. He knew he had a lot of work to do, and he went to find some helpers. As Jesus was walking along the seashore, he saw some fishermen. Jesus called to them, "Come, follow me. I will make you fisher of people." And you can see right there the fishermen with their fish. And guess what they did? Right away, they left their boats and followed Jesus. Their names were Peter, Andrew, James, and John. Later, Jesus met a tax collector. What's a tax collector? Actually, he had a job. He had to collect the money, the taxes, the money that the government was charging people at that time. And not a lot of people like him very much. But Jesus went and talked to him and invited him to be one of his friends. And actually, Matthew quit his job and followed Jesus too. And you see him here. He was counting all the money to give it to the government, but he decided to quit his job and follow Jesus. And then Jesus chose some more people. Their names were Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, and another man named James. Thaddeus, Simon, and Judas joined them too. Jesus now had 12 new followers. He called them his disciples. Jesus taught them about God's love. And you see, all 12 disciples. Yeah. What's disciples, you say? Oh, those were the students of Jesus. Yes. So, with our story today, what I want to tell you is that Jesus picked these people, just ordinary people just like you and me, to do extraordinary things. So, what are the three things that we want to learn from our story today? We want to learn that God gave us gifts and talents to glorify Him, to go and make disciples, and He wants us to go and do that for Him. So He knows us. He put things in our hearts so we can go and do all of it for Him. The second thing that we want to learn is that Jesus teaches us that anyone can do this job. Anyone is called to do something according to our gifts and talents. And the third thing that we can learn is about what can we do for others. We can tell them what are they good at. So look at your brother or sister or your mom and dad and tell them what they're good at. Because when we hear from others what we're good at, we become better at what we are already good at. So that's pretty cool. Also, I want to share this activity that helped me a lot. So, and it was really fun. So today you're gonna need 2 pieces of cardboard, or paper. You can do it with paper, and make yourself. This is me, yay me! Yes, I made myself a dress and my little top, my hair thing, and I always wanted like big eyelashes, so I made myself with big eyelashes. You see that? Yes. And what's the purpose of this? Because I want you to think about the things that you like, the things that you're good at, and the things that fill your heart, and just keep this as a reminder of who you are, right? Because sometimes we think about, well, people say these things about me and they're not accurate, and we start believing those things, and then we just don't do what we're supposed to be doing. So this is how I made my little doll. I cut 2 pieces and I kind of put them together on one side, and in the middle it has this big piece of paper. And I started with something like this. I took a little test, and you don't really have to take a test, but maybe you can ask your mom and dad about these things. But I did my strengths. What am I strong at? And taking that test, it came out that my biggest strength is belief, which is really awesome because I believe in Jesus Christ, and that's a big belief. But you know what? I also, when somebody say like, "Oh, Miss Anna, you're a little dumb," I used to believe that, and that's not true because God didn't put that there. You know, God made this strength on mine that I could believe in Him. I'm also responsible. Yes, I am a maximizer. I like to make big things out of little things. Communication, I think that's just because I speak English and Spanish. And a connectedness, because I like to connect with people. I want to know how they are, and I want to tell them what they're good at. So that's on my strengths. Then I made another little tab and I put my spiritual gifts. And for that, I'm going to put a little link on the bottom with a document that you, if you're in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, you can take this test and you can find out what are your spiritual gifts. These are mine: teaching, administration, and hospitality. I love when people come and sit at my table, and I love decorating my table. What do you like to do? Um, I also have another tab with the things that I love. Things that I love, like my family. I love listening to music, and I love going to New Mexico. And then I have another tab that says the things that I enjoy. I enjoy my quiet time, my time with God every morning. That is something that I just really enjoy. I enjoy being with my friends, and I love learning new things. So those are things that say who I am. And maybe by doing this little exercise, you can tell yourself who you are. And the best part is that you can keep it, and then maybe in a few years, you can look back and think like, oh, I used to love green color, but now blue is my favorite. Or I don't know. It just it helps you. It's a good reminder of how God made you, and that you're precious to Him, and just to learn who you are. right? So you can serve him better. So I hope that you can take a picture, make your little person, take a picture and put it in the comments and show me and tell me what are you good at, okay? And also, I want to let you go today by reminding you that we need to go out there and tell everybody that we love Jesus, we obey Jesus, and we tell everyone about him. All right? We'll see you next Sunday. Thank you. Bye.